Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I posted, but today I've decided to go ahead and post a video. I've been channeling the story of the foolish emperor. I'm hearing. In fact, that will be the title of of this video, of this message. Right now in the background, I have Tony Braxton and Babyface playing "Take It Back." It depicts, the energy of the masculines. So for today's energy, I picked up mainly on on the story of the masculines. Certain, it's like specific masculines, to be exact, but this is a collective message as well. It goes for the rest of you. So the first card that came out, sometimes I do pre-shuffle, I pre-shuffle before I start recording. So the first card that came out, I have the Emperor. Again, the story of the foolish masculine. So, the way, the energy that I picked up on, it's the energy of, of masculines who are now in realization of what they've done in past season by not choosing to fall in line, by not choosing to follow into their to follow into their purpose, to fall in line and heed, but decided to work against you. They teamed up with your enemies. They teamed up with their with their karmics to do work against you, to come against you in every way, to throw stones, to throw swords at you, to block you in every way, because some of them, yes, it was due to witchcraft, spiritual work that was done to bind them into their counterpart, to render them pretty much like an imbecile, and for them to always see you as an enemy, because as their counterpart, you are the person that can actually awaken them. You were the person that can actually bring them into the light. Because for some of you, you are light workers, you are star seeds. You are down here. You came down here. I always like to say, to regulate. You came down here to put an end to certain injustice. Part of your mission, and in that masculine and feminine, part of your missions together, is to put an end to certain injustice, around the world. It's to awaken, humanity. It's to heal humanity. You are light workers. You are healers. You are, you and that person descended together to come do. It's like to teach the world how to be, good Samaritans, to bring the world into enlightenment, into Christ consciousness, to awaken the world, from the illusions that had been bestowed upon them. But for some of these masculines, specifically, they got pulled into, the greed. They got pulled into the illusions that these feminines were selling them in past season. So they decided, instead of following God precepts, they decided to follow darkness, to follow greed, to follow clout, to chase money, to chase wealth, and to get it at all costs, whether it's trampling over others, to mistreat others, witchcraft, whatever ways, whatever ways they went about to attain whatever they will obtain in life. It was always against God. It was always against what the ancestors had set in stone for them, what was written for them, and for you as a divine being, as a divine couple. So now they are in realizations, they have awakened, because the ancestors had enough. It is the season for these soulmates, for these high level soulmates, and these twins to come together to continue on their mission, to fall into their purpose together for humanity. Just look around us. We're not getting better. The humans are not getting better. They're not doing any better. Well, look what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. That's a whole other subject. So these sacred unions, these counterparts, these twins are needed right now to fall in line, to fall into their purpose, to guide humanity back to Christ consciousness, again back to the Creator, to help humanity break through the illusions, that has been, bestowed upon them. But instead, they decided to go left. They decided to follow these Jezebels, these demonic. They give in to their, it's like, they give in to their addiction, addiction to sex, addiction to drugs, addiction to crimes, addiction to greed, always chasing women, always chasing, the next best thing, the fastest, the newest things. Again, greed. They fell into, the lust of the karmics, the dreams that these karmics, their counterparts, sold them, by making them through witchcraft, of course, and for some of them it was not witchcraft. These masculines, they were already, addicted to greed. They were, they were lustful, they were sinful already. So rather than giving up their sinful ways, it was easier for them to follow these karmics. It was easier for them to go against God than, rather giving up these things that they grew accustomed to, these things that they've been doing all their lives, these acts they were doing all their lives. Rather than doing good, they chose bad. So now, again, the story of the foolish emperors, they are now in realization, because divine had to step in to separate these unholy unions, to break these karmic, these karmics relationship that's not rendering any good in society, that's not rendering good into, into the collective. These people, they are part of covenant, they are part of, secret society, secret societies, that practice, the demonic cult. They are part of demonic cults, I'm hearing. So they fell perfectly in line with this karmic. So now, because again, it's justice and judgment season, they, for some of these masculine, look at that, we have the Fool card and the Emperor. So for some of these masculines, they've lost everything. I'm hearing for some of them, I'm hearing they build empires, or of people's energy, with these karmics. We know they've done energy harvesting. They built wealth, they build businesses, they build whatever off your energy, while their counterpart was sucking the life out of you energetically, spiritually. They took part into doing that. So now that, because they, not only are they losing everything, and some of them, again, divine had to step in and physically break, destroyed, that foundation, the foundation that they've created with their counterparts, because they refused to leave. And for some of them, the witchcraft, they were so deep into the witchcraft that these karmics were doing to keep them binded, to keep them from ever awaken. Because we know, once the masculine, leaves, and then for some of them, an entire family will fall into poverty, because an entire family, it's like I'm hearing an entire crew, it was on the back of these masculines. They never realized that they, again, with the sleeping spell that they had them under, with the illusions they had them under, they were unable to realize that they were being sucked dry, they were being taken advantage of in every areas of their life. They were blocked spiritually. That work has been done upon them, despite the fact that for some of you feminines, you are psychic, you are sis, you are a prophetess. Divine had shown you these things before they even happened, and you warned these masculines about the crowds that they were running in, the people that they were getting entangled to, even even the karmics that they ended up marrying. For some, I'm hearing you pre-warned them, but instead they turn into your enemies, because from the very, so it's like I'm hearing from the very day these karmics, they lay eyes upon your masculine, they that Jezebel spirit recognized whom they were. And for some of them, because I'm hearing because through these masculines, they came in contact with you, so they realized who the two of you were right away, because again they are seeds, they are seeds of darkness. They, as we are down here for a purpose, so are they. Their purpose is to destroy what divine has put together. Their purpose is to destroy your relationship with your twin, with your twin, so that way you two never comes into union and fulfill your purpose. Thus those masculines will fall into, will follow them into the abyss, when divine has called judgment, upon these unholy unions. So so I'm hearing, again, these masculines, they had to lose everything in order for them to finally see the light, to finally see the truth, to finally see what not only have you been telling them, or not only what have you been telling them, but what you've told them, from the very beginning, before they got entangled deeper, with these people. They've lost, they've lost, they've lost, a significant amount of their finances. Again, it's justice for you. It's justice for what they've done, because they've built, them and their karmics built against you. They built against you. They use your energy to build, empires, to build businesses, to everything. I'm hearing that for some of them, they've accrued together was off your energy, was off the things, because these karmics, they were so jealous of your union with these masculines, because they know from day one they were meant to be a season, not a lifetime. They were, both of them, these masculines and these feminines, again, the unholy union that came together. Again, karmic relationship that were meant to teach both parties a lesson, in order for both, the fallen seeds and your masculine to learn a lesson. Look at that. And your masculine to, to learn and move forward into their journey. But for some of them, they became a parasite. They became addicted to the life that these masculines, were able to provide them. They became addicted to I'm hearing, to coming against you, to trying to steal from you. For some of them, they trying to steal your gift. They pass themselves, again, counterfeits that they are. They pass themselves as the high priestess. They pass themselves as the empress. They were passing themselves as the divine feminine, when all the while they were the high priestess in reverse. You are the fallen seed, but through illusions that they built, in these masculines. And look at that. Blinded these masculines to a swords, blinded them with witchcraft, and have them turning against you, turning against God, in order for them to, I'm hearing, and in order for them to continue building their covenant, their dark covenant, to continue to board, demonic children that will rise, against the creator, that will rise against, against divine, so they can continue to lead humanity into darkness. It's the sole purpose of the karmics, because they are doing the work of the fallen one, of the fallen seeds. So thus they will always come against you as a light worker, you as an ascended master, you as a twin, as a divine feminine. They want what you have. They want your energy. They want the divine gift. But we know you are part of the season. You are part of the, you play for the other team. You don't play for divine. So justice will always be against you. Anything that was done in the past is being revealed. Anything done in the dark will always come to surface. It will always come into the light. Period. Darkness will never win. Always lose against the light. So now these masculines, these fallen emperors, these foolish emperors, they realize what they've done. They realize what they've given up. So for some of them, and in many readings and through other readers as well, we know that divine, because you've done the work, you've decided to fall in line, to follow your purpose. you've done the work. You've gone through, many cycles of a dark night of the soul. You've done the deep healing that needed to be done in order for you to be, in order for you to, fall into your north node, in order for you to stay connected to divine, in order for you to continue to, to continue into your journey, because you took your job serious. You signed the contract, and you accepted your mission. You accepted your assignment, I'm hearing. So you continue, you move forward without these masculines. You had to leave them behind because they decided to work for the devil. They decided to join team and turn against you. They, for some of them, that they've done the worst of the worst to you, emotionally, physically, sexually, you spiritually, doing spiritual work against you. They separate you from your kinfolks. They separate you from your children. They've robbed you of everything good. They trying to rob you of every I'm hearing every piece of happiness in your life, every branch of stability. They rip the carpet right from under your feet in order to please these karmics, in order to prove to, I'm hearing, to prove their loyalty to these covenants, to these Jezebel women, that entangled them, that binded them spiritually. As some of them, it was part of the spell, it was part of the witchcraft, but still, we all operate under the free will. Divine, as a divine being, they always had the ancestors. They always had the ancestors, like within them, reaching out to them. I'm hearing for some of them, past loved ones were always there. Again, as a divine being, as an emperor, as a, as a twin, as a divine masculine, you are connected to divine, and your spirit guides, they will always, they will always speak to you. They will always be there. Your angels, they will always be there to straighten you out, to speak with you, but they chose to ignore, I'm hearing, these warnings, the breadcrumbs that spirit were giving them. They ignore the sign. They continue to fall in deeper and deeper, into darkness, in pursuit of money, in pursuit of wealth, in pursuit of clout. It's like some of them, just to continue to fall into lust, to continue to feed their addiction to societal habits, to human habits, pretty much. So, through losing everything financially, and we know, again, as justice, we know, some of these feminines, that they were, especially the ones that they were married to, they were trying to trap them with children that weren't theirs, out of the blue pregnancy, because they know their time is up. They know the masculine was leaving no matter what, because once divine came in and destroyed everything, exposed and destroyed everything. There was nothing left from that foundation. They know the truth, from witchcraft to lies to manipulation to anything that was done to you in the past. And for some of you, some of these karmics, they went as far as not only doing death spells, doing necromancy. Again, necromancy magic deals with death spells. It deals with cemetery. It's cemetery spells. So they've done the worst of the worst, not only to you, but they've also attacked your children in order to bring tower moments into your life, because they wanted to destroy you at all costs because of your light. They wanted to destroy you at all costs because of your purpose with your masculine. They know these masculines, these emperors, weren't meant to be in their lives forever. No matter what they were doing, no matter what type of witchcraft, whatever demon they summoned to keep the relationship, these relationships together, to keep these masculines binded, whatever. It's like, I'm getting whatever contract they signed. We have the devil card here. Some of them resulted into, signing. In a reading I've done, in a few readings that I've done, and as well as other readers, they took, in order to keep the masculines at all costs, they took out contract. They betted their lives, their soul against yours at all costs, because they believed that you were weak. They believed that you walked alone. Your ancestors didn't have your back. they believe that you stood solo pretty much because they thought you were so innocent. I'm hearing for some of them they undermined you because yes, from day one they recognize your light, but for them, the fool that they are, again, for some of us we are spiritual assassin. For some of us we are a trap to humanities. We were meant to be a spiritual trap to this Jezebel, to this demonic covenant, these demonic principalities. So they recognize who you were right away. For some of you, I'm hearing you didn't even it's like I'm hearing you didn't recognize them at first, but they knew the moment they laid eyes on you. By dealing with these masculines, they knew who you were to your counterpart. So that's the day they laid eyes on you. They went above and beyond with witchcraft. They started that witchcraft in order to have to build a false foundation, in order to have the Ten of Cups with your masculine, because they know it was meant for you. They know that person will never be theirs. So they recognize their demons in you, recognize the light in you, and you've irritated them since then. The hate started. I'm hearing the warfare started the moment they laid eyes on you, and they wanted to destroy you at all costs, to destroy your relationship with your masculines, with your feminines, for some of you. So now there's nothing left. We know for some of them, again, because they were never in love with these masculines. They were never meant to be with these masculines. They knew it from the very start. That's why they resulted into witchcraft. That's why they resulted into the binding spells, to stick to have these masculines be stuck with them, through thick and thin, no matter what. They created illusion spells, to put on these masculines, to completely keep them asleep at all times, to never be awakened, to separate you, because you are the key to awaken these masculines. You were always as their counterpart. It was your job to be awakened, to be awakened to your purpose first. For some of you, these are the masculines. So for some of you, you were meant to be awakened first, to fall into your journey, to break out of the illusions, in order to awaken these emperors, in order to awaken these masculines. But again, you had to continue onto the journey by yourself, because of their past actions, because of the choices that they made, because of the free will that they chose to operate under. So now, with the Magician card, again, dealing with the devil to keep the emperors. They know, I'm hearing they know justice has been called with the Temperance card, and with the take it back song. So this is them, because they know they've been awakened to the magic that was done. We have the Lovers. Let me just put these cards down. So we have the Lovers, because of the magic that was done. Taking binding contract with the devil to keep these masculines, to keep these emperors at all costs. Now justice has been called. We have the Hierophant, and we have Temperance card and Judgment card. So justice has been called against all. Look at that. Magician, the devil, the Two of Cups. So with the lady blinded, blindfold has been removed. Everything that was done, every work that was done, every lies, again, like I said, every illusions, has been broken. Divine stepped in, the ancestors stepped in. They called justice, they called judgment upon these, upon these feminists, for the things that they've done, for destroying what the ancestors have set together, for coming against God at all costs. So these masculines are in regrets, and they're in regrets because it's different scenarios. So for some of you, these are for the feminines. So for some of you feminines, you've connected, so for some of you feminine, you've connected with your real twins, and because these masculines, they were a catalyst I'm hearing they were a catalyst into meeting your true twin. Again, they were a season of your life. They were a karmic relationship that you were meant to, you were meant to come together, learn a lesson. It was all part of your journey in order for you to learn. I'm hearing for some of you to learn how to love yourself, to learn self-acceptance, to learn to choose yourself, to choose and put yourself first, and to it's like I'm hearing to it's like to always put yourself first, and to follow into God, to follow God, to fall in. Okay, it's like to fall into your purpose, to follow God's precept. You took that blind, it's like I'm hearing you took that blind, it's like it was a blind faith again. You lead by faith, not by sight, they're telling me. So you decided to move forward. You drop you drop your seeds of, you drop your seeds of knowledge. You drop that seed, to your masculines, whether or not they took heed to what you were telling them. You let them know who they were dealing with, and their action is solely based on their free will, on the choices that they choose to make. So now, and also in past season, again, just with the Judgment and Justice card, not only, so I'm hearing, not only for some of these people, their karmics, their counterparts, it's like they're showing me, some of these people, they are, because of the death spell that they've done against you, your ancestors, and I'm hearing for some of them, even their own ancestors, call justice upon them, because they're, those very, I'm hearing those very same ancestors who literally begged for mercy, crying for mercy, went against them. And I'm hearing for some of them, they were cast out of their bloodline because of the things that they were doing. It was the very same karmic things that these ancestors did in the past. So they were relying on these people, on these covenants, on these Jezebels. And I'm hearing for some, it's a family altogether. They continue to do the things, and they've done worse than what their ancestors has done. So therefore, in order for them to, I'm hearing to lessen their it's like in order for them to lessen their sentence in the freaking abyss, they appease, I'm hearing they appease to Anubis, they appease to the ancestors, to even divine, to literally to take these people out, to take them. Not only have they been cast out of that bloodline, but to also take them out. They're in agreement of taking these people off the face of the earth, physical death. Because if you calling death unto someone, and unto an innocent person, innocent soul that has done nothing to you, but because you're so hateful of that person, you're so hateful of their life, you're so hateful of their purpose, you're so hateful of the gifts, for whatever reason you've grown some sort of hate towards them, and you've decided to go against them at all costs. What do you think was going to happen? Karma circulates 365 days. It's a wheel. That's why they call it the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune, it either goes on in reverse or it goes forward. Forward is because you've done good. Forward is because you follow God's precepts. Forward is because you fell in line. You fall in line when the ancestors was there, tapping that ass, telling you, hey, you need to get your ish together. This is not the way. This Christ consciousness is the way. Christ is the way. Love is the way, not hate. You took heed, so you move forward into your journey. So by losing everything, foundation is broken. These relationships are literally being separated. And again, for some of these masculines, I'm hearing it took these for some of their feminines, again, because of the death spells, they went above and beyond. Because of the death contract they took out against you, betting their soul for against your soul with the devil. So now the devil wants to collect. It's collection season. What you promised, now you must deliver. You promised souls, and innocent soul, children, a divine feminine, the soul of a divine feminine. Okay, I say all the time, the devil and God works hand in hand. For some of you, for some of you, I'm hearing, these Jezebels, these feminines, though they were able to tap into your energy, but divine would never allow for this demonic being to fully tap into your Akashic record, to fully see, I'm hearing, it's like, to fully see your full potential, your full measure, the full capacity of your power, of your divine powers. They didn't know your bloodline, they didn't know your rank in the spiritual world. They can, again, I'm hearing you were hidden in, they tell me, hidden in plain sight. Again, you are a spiritual assassin because of your bloodline, because of your rank in the spiritual world. So they didn't know that. All they saw an innocent looking light worker, and I'm hearing for some of them, they saw you, they thought you were scrawny, they didn't think you possessed the type of power that you do to come against them, to come against the devil. For some of you, due to the type of work that they've done, you came toe to toe, face to face with the devil. You came face to face with demons, things that you had no business dealing with. Thus it was written. The Lord always knew. The Father, the ancestors, they were always watching, because for some of you, it's part of your journey, it's part of your purpose, to be able to not only be able to deal with these things, to be able to see these things in order for you to recognize them in other people. Because for some of you, part of your mission is to be able to cast out demons, and people, and this human, walking around unknowingly, what's happening to them, why certain things is happening in their lives. It's part of your purpose. And these karmics, they wanted to destroy that at all costs. They wanted to steal your gifts, either steal your gifts, take your place, as if. So it's like the fool that they are, as if, the ancestors, what divine has set up, has set a stone for you, can no one rewrite that. What's yours will always be yours. So you can't. How do you think God was going to allow for you to steal someone's spiritual inheritance, to swap lives? What are you? Are you God? So in past season, they, due to the the type of practitioners, some of them, they went seeking to come against you. They thought they could be God. They thought they can take your place. They thought they can destroy you. They thought they can take you out and your children out with the death spell. So now for some of them, it literally takes these masculines, watching them falling sick. Some of them, I'm hearing, literally physically dying, because when you promise a soul to Lucifer, you promise a soul to Dagon, whoever you called in past season, when you do these necromen, when you call upon these necromen spirit, they will take everything, anything that was promised to them, a life for a life. That's justice, that's judgment. Thou shalt not touch the anointed. It is written in the good book, and anyone with common sense will know that. You don't go after a high priestess. You don't go after a prophet or a prophetess. You don't do that, because these people are highly protected. So now they're learning that hard lesson. Some of them in their deathbed. It's crazy. Before I started, I decided to post this video. I've been channeling all week, but a girl been busy because I got a life and stuff, and I know I haven't posted on YouTube for 2 months, but hey, it's spiritual warfare season, so I have to say prep up. I always have to be ready for these karmics, okay, for my karmics. So I've been channeling many things on my way to work, like it's been insane. I literally, these karmics, now for some of you, because you are mediums, because you are seer, because again, you are prophetess, you predicted their downfall, you predicted anything and everything that would happen to them. You've even forewarned them of what will happen to them and your masculines if they didn't stop messing with you. Again, because I'm just gonna flat out say it, spiritual gangster that you are, spiritual assassin, you were a trap, you were hidden in plain sight, but you knew all along. You knew all along their future. You knew all along their fate. And for some of them, they knew by messing with you, continually messing with you, through witchcraft, through doing the works in the works. They were warned by practitioners, I'm hearing, to stop doing the things that they were doing. But again, they had that false, God complex within them through magic, through witchcraft, okay? Practicing dark witchcraft, going against God. I'm hearing for some of them because they've been doing it for so long. Again, that entire bloodline, they've been doing it for so long. I'm hearing for some of them, every single relationship that they've ever had with a man, it was through witchcraft. It was a foundation that they've broken before. So God was always watching, waiting until they cross paths with you, because you were hidden in plain sight. You were that trap. You were the final judgment. Okay? You are the Hierophant. You are the Tempress. You are the one that will bring justice, against these people. You are the one that will call the final curtain call on these covenants, on these principalities. You were sent to destroy these people in plain sight. And in past season, we've seen some of them are being exposed publicly through their job, through their friend circles, family circles, family who didn't take part into the fuckeries, into putting out dark magic, into obtaining things, the wrong way, the dark way. So now they're being seen for exactly who they are, including your masculines. Some of them, again, they are dying. They will, they are fated to pass. They are fated to suffer. And for some of them, they already are suffering, because why? The foolish emperor, okay? Because we are in the story of the foolish emperor today. The foolish emperor, after realization, after tower moments, after divine called justice and judgment upon these unholy union, they had no choice to see in plain sight. In plain sight. It's like, I'm hearing they slapped them with the truth, because that's what it took for them. They caught these people, these feminines, red-handed. The pregnancy scheme got caught red-handed. Children not being theirs for as a trap, red-handed. Black magic, witchcraft, every binding spell. Where's the card? Every binding spell these masculines have awakened. These emperors has awakened. Okay, they are no longer blinded. They are no longer binded. So now, because again, justice has been called, everything has been exposed. Everything has been exposed. Lies, illusion, witchcraft. Fake family members, fake circles, everything that was, I'm hearing, unholy in their life, in their lives has been exposed. They have no choice but to walk away. By them walking away, these feminines, because they were their ATM, because they were their, an entire family, an entire community, ATM, they have fallen into poverty. Because they were so dependent on your person. That's why they binded them. That's why they kept them stagnated through spiritual work. So now, these people are no longer fools. So everybody's in regret. So, the karmics, those that are not, passing, it's like they are in begging mode. I'm literally seeing some feminines on their knees right now, begging this masculine as they are walking away. As they are walking away, on their knees, begging these masculines not to leave them behind, because they know their fate. And for those, I'm hearing for those who are passing, for those who are currently, facing their fate, because now you call upon death, and now the devil is here to collect. So they are in their sick bed. They are making it's like, I'm hearing last confession, like all week, like for the past 2 weeks, like I've been having these these dreams and these visions, of these feminines, the way they are, again, the way the mighties are falling, seeing their fate. And to be honest with you, it's not a laughing matter, but it's sad that you drove yourself to that point, in order for you to go against God, in order for you to keep someone that was meant to be a season in your life, the type of things that you resulted to as a human. Again, the free will. We all have free will. Some of us, we came encounter with both darkness and light. We chose the light. We chose not to go against God. We chose not to go against the ancestors, but not these karmics. Because of lust, because of greed, because of money, because of because of their it's like they were addicted to doing you wrong. They were addicted to destroying you. It became an obsession for them. They were so obsessed at taking you out, at taking over your life, taking over your gifts, you know, they were so obsessed at becoming the temperance. They were so obsessed at becoming the hierophant. So they wanted to destroy you at all costs. So now they are passing. So these masculines, I see them. I see these feminines and literally in their deathbed making confessions to these masculines. And the other day, I had a flash of literally of a masculine. Oh my God, it wasn't a masculine. It was a person. There we go. Literally, I channeled that card. Someone in their deathbed, but there were it's like a priest. So they show me a priest sitting on the side of that person's bed. Okay, literally in their deathbed, they are making confession. They are confessing what they have done to family members, to others in their lives, to these masculines. And like I'm hearing for some of them, they are hoping that these masculines stay behind, because they think in their mind, because they are in the state of dying, they are in the state of decay. I'm hearing the masculines would feel sorry for them and stay with them to their dying bed. But I see these masculines living, like finding out the truth, straight from the source, straight from their mouth. They are leaving like even faster than they intended to, leaving them behind in their last day, okay, in their dying days, their dying moments. These masculines are leaving them because of the deceit, because of the lies that has been revealed. So for the masculines, now they are in regret. Again, they've lost everything. Foundation has been broken. Truth has been revealed to what was done to them. And I'm hearing everything that these feminines has done to you. The spiritual work, the spiritual attack, the gang stalking, how they destroyed, for some of you, how they destroyed your lives, and even the witchcraft they've done against your children. These masculines, these emperors, they know everything. So they are destroyed. Not only they are destroyed emotionally, they are broken. And, I'm hearing adding to their misery. Not only they they have nothing left. For some of them, divine took away everything that they went against you. They built with the karmics against you. So everything that was meant for you, hey baby, it's not on the way back. So they are left with nothing, because that's what it took for these parasite feminines to leave them alone. I'm hearing they had to bring them into a point of nothingness in order for these females to detach themselves, these parasites to detach themselves from them, because the incubus that they are, the Jezebel that they are, they were only there for the wealth, they were only there for the clout, they were only there for the stability that these masculines were able to provide for them, nothing else. Some of these one of my guardians said, some of these hoes, like, I didn't want to say it, but that's how they said it. That's what they do. Every relationships that they've had, it was taken through witchcraft. And when they dry these masculine, when they dry them clean, they were done with them, was nothing left of them, they discard them again, took out contract. So they offer these masculines life, for their life, so they can continue on, so they can continue bearing children, okay, passing other men's children for these masculines, for the next masculine. So all these has been revealed. So they are in immense pain, realizing the loss, okay, realizing the loss. I'm hearing realizing the hit that they took, losing you, because now for some of you, not only have you moved away, you've moved states, countries away. Divine has separated you permanently. They literally put an end to your connection with that person, where they have no access to you. So for some of you, they don't know where to find you. They are, they are broken. They have nothing left, and they know you are the only person. I'm hearing for some of them, they are seeking you to ask you for mercy, to ask you for forgiveness, because they are in realization, the ancestors came through and enlightened to them who you are. Anything and everything that you said to them in the past that you are. For some of you, you flat out told them who you are. You are a divine feminine. You will not be treated a certain way. For some of them, they were so narcissistic. The fact that you knew who you were, okay? You put your foot down. You decided to not be treated a certain way. You decided to not put up with the things that they were doing to you. As the alpha male, as the male in their ego that they were, they thought you were too strong. They thought you were combative. They went seeking for a docile woman, and these karmics played right into that. They were seeking a yes ma'am, a yes sir woman, and these karmics played right into it as a trap for them, thinking that they were going to have a wife or a counterpart that's going to say yes to them all the time. All little did they know it was all a trap. Okay, they played that illusion very well to I'm hearing to lure them in, and once they lured them in, the witchcraft started. These masculines were stuck. And for some of them, they were treated the worst. They treated, I'm hearing like the mop of the family. These feminines cheats. This feminine disrespect them. This feminine robs them. Take from them. I'm hearing having secret accounts. It's like for some of these masculines that literally everything that they build, businesses that they build, with the spiritual manipulation, they put all this feminine's name on their business, on their assets, and they were draining them quietly dry. So now they realize they have nothing left. Savings is gone. This feminine has rubbed them. And I'm hearing for some of them, the lover that they had, they plot together with the side piece, despite the fact that they were married to this masculine. So all this has been revealed. And adding to their misery, like I was saying, some of you've moved on. Again, divine separated you. They cut the cord on that union. So they paired you with, again, like attract like. They paired you with a higher, with a higher level soulmate, or they paired you with your true masculine, you found your true twin. So now you've moved on, and for some of them, I'm hearing they watching you online. They keeping track on you online, and they see. I'm hearing they're seeing. It's like they're seeing your progress. They seeing that you're not broken. Again, truth and illusions is being revealed because these the Jezebel that they were with were telling them that you were the one throwing black magic. You were the one throwing the evil eye. You were the reason why they were losing. You were the reason why the wheel of fortune was in reverse in their lives. You were the reason why they were catching karma. You were the person doing the witchcraft. Okay, so that's why they came against you. So now they seeing, and I'm hearing by them telling that. It was to justify. That's how they pull your masculine into doing witchcraft with them against you. So they thought they were justifying themselves. They thought they were bringing themselves justice by working with these karmics to go against you, to do black magic against you. So now they see the truth. So they are hurt. They are broken because why? Again, divine cut the cord. You are now paired up with your true counterpart, and for some of you, whom your counterpart is due to arrive, you are single, but you've just, because the cords has been cut, you decided you don't want to deal with these masculines anymore, with these fallen emperors anymore. They don't fall in line. They're not in alignment with your vibration. They're not. Let's just face it, they're not in your level. They're no longer in your level. So you don't want to deal with someone that's dealing with karma. A, they're dealing with karma. B, they've lost everything. C, they're broken as fuck. Okay, let's just call it how it is. They're broken as hell. Okay, now they're seeking forgiveness. But little do they know, if you didn't forgive them for the trespasses, the things that they've done, them and the karmic has done to you, you would have never moved forward into your journey. Divine would have never allowed you to be at the level, that you are. You would have never been allowed to fall into purpose, to be at the rank that you are now. So I'm hearing there's no turning back for some of you. You broke the cord. You broke the connection, and divine accepted that, and you are waiting to pair it up with your counterpart, or you have paired up with your counterpart. Like some of us already have. So you don't, so now they know they've lost you. They know you are the true high priestess. They know that you are the empress. They know you are the true divine feminine, and they no longer have access to you. They know they can no longer come back into your lives. And though they are seeking forgiveness, yes, you've already forgiven them, but they don't know that. So because I'm hearing for some of them, I'm hearing they're searching for you high and low. just to seek your forgiveness, just to seek mercy. I'm hearing, because divine had let them know you are going through your karma because of what you've done to my child, because we were watching the whole time. We saw you. We saw what you decided to do with your free will. So therefore, my friend, it's karma season. It's wheel of fortune season. It's tower moment season. I will show you the truth. I will show you what was done in the dark. I will show you who your true enemies are. And their enemies has been shown to them. They were sleeping with the devil the entire time. They sold their soul to the devil. So now, you're not part of that anymore. You can no longer be part of their lives. Your mission with them has been cut off. So now, because they have no contact with you, unable to connect with you in any way. Yes, they have awakened. They're no longer under that illusion. The only way they can connect with you is spiritually. It's through your crown chakra. So they are sending energy towards you. So for some of you, you are picking up sadness. You are, if for some of you are empath or even super empath, you're able to pick up on these masculines. They are drinking. They are losing their shit. You feel every bit of deceit, every bit of emotions that they are experiencing. You're able to tap into that because they've connected. They've been able to connect to your energy. So they've been able to tap into your energy. So you know what they're going through. And for some of you, you no longer care because you left it to the divine. You left it in the hands of God. You called your justice. You call your judgment. The ancestors answered you. You call your judgment against the lovers. Okay? Against the lovers. You call justice against the death spell that they were doing. Okay? Against everything that they were doing to destroy your life. You call judgment. So now judgment is being done. Justice is being served. And like I was saying earlier, for some of them, they are on your social, they are low key on, in your social media, Facebook, IG, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is that they know that you're into. They're in there with fictitious, accounts to keep an eye on you, and they watch, for some of you, they're watching you and your masculines, and I'm hearing throwing the evil eye, because that's all they can do. They are, for some of them, I'm hearing, they are going through madness because they no longer have access to you. But part of their karma. I always say let me just continue. I always say the Lord prepares a table in the presence of all your enemies. So now they've become your enemies due to their action. So now they're sitting on that table along with their karmics and anybody else in your past lives that has come against you, that has done you wrong. They are all sitting around that table, watching you rise. All the things that they were wishing upon your life, they were wishing your downfall, the downfall of your children, the downfall of your businesses. They were wishing death upon you. They're watching you to continue rise. I'm hearing they are becoming I'm hearing you're like the highlight of the obsession is so bad. You are the highlight of their of their day. Like, they obsessively watch you on social media. And I'm hearing for some of them, even their karmics, obsessively watching your social media, because as this counterpart is leaving, they continue to do witchcraft, but it's not going anywhere. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It's coming right back. It continued to go right back. It continued to ricochet back onto them. Despite for some of them, they are in their deathbed. I'm hearing they are sending other people to do work for them in order to save their lives, because thinking that if they complete the contract, if you go before they go, they don't have to die. That could save their lives. But the devil already sent his angels. Okay, the angel of death is already here to deliver their fate to the devil. Okay, to complete the contract. What you call upon others will befall upon you. Point blank. Period. You can never go against divine. You can never go against God. You can never go against a prophet. You can never go against a high priestess. You can never go against a divine freaking feminine. So now the lovers are catching it. Divine feminine. Hierophant, okay? You are, like I keep saying, spiritual assassin, the trap for these people. So now they have to pay. So masculines are in regrets for the things that they've done, for the things that I'm hearing that they allow for others, they other feminine that they brought to your life to do you harms. Because for some of them, they were so narcissistic, and they recognize the alpha female in you, the alpha feminine in you. You are balanced. Some of the things that they were doing, some of the things I'm hearing, some of the things that they used to do to other women, the pushover women, these karmics, they couldn't do it to you. You stood your ground against them, okay? You defended yourself. You stood up to these narcissists, and they hated you for that. So for that, because of that, because you are the one that they couldn't break, you are the one that got away, they're angry because they can't get to you anymore. They're angry because they're broken. They're angry because they're realizing what they've done, what they've given up. I mean, the jewel, for some of them, they're referring to the jewel that they had. I mean, the diamond that was hidden all along, that was in plain sight, but they didn't see it. Instead, because of their greed, because of their lust, because of their obsession with material things, they give up the best thing that ever happens to them. So it's regrets all across the board. Look at that. Vengeance is mine in the name of my Lord. Again, I love that. Justice season. Oh, I love that. Okay, I put the card away. Look, literally how they arrange it before I shuffle the card. Vengeance is mine in the name of the Lord. It's justice season for these. It's justice season, for this Jezebel, for these masculines. Justice for the binding of your masculine or your feminine. Justice for calling the devil, for the death spells, okay, that they've done. For the magic, there we go. You can't make it up, okay? It's justice season. You have the devil and the magician card. It's judgment, baby. It's judgment. Thou shalt not touch the anointed, okay? God will let you play God all you want to, but when the day come, the wheel of fortune season come for you, and your ancestors, your own ancestors, their own ancestors called justice, okay, upon them because they were doing so much. So you came there, you came against the Hierophant, a divine being, a divine feminine, okay, a true high priestess, for the sake of a masculine, for the sake of an emperor, of keeping an emperor that was not meant to be in your life. That was meant to be a season in your life. That was meant for you to learn a lesson, but you failed to heed. Greed took over, lust took over. You wanted to keep the masculine at all costs because they were, your way to the top. They were their ways to the top. They were their ways to wealth. Look at that. And we have Aquarius. He who wants a rose must respect the thorns it bores. We are in spiritual warfare season. You want the crown, you must do the work. God, all the ancestors, is not going to just hand it to you. Okay, so oh wow. So for some of you, your masculine is an air sign, specifically is an Aquarius. So this is him, the foolish emperor. The story of the foolish emperor, okay? Let me just put that together. Oh my God, this is exactly why I was cracking up before I posted this video. I had to stop and record the video literally twice because I couldn't stop laughing. The story of the foolish emperor, realizing that everything that you told him was true. Realizing that you told them the person that they were was bad for them and their children. You forewarned them about everything that they were doing, they've done, or was about to do. All the way to, I'm hearing for some of you, all the way to pre-warning them. And for some of you are tarot readers, you pre-warn them, okay, through messages that you receive and stuff. You pre-warn them about these fake pregnancies, these feminines trying to pin babies on them, but they didn't believe you. I'm hearing they call you a hater. They thought you were hating on them. They thought you were jealous of the lives that they built, the fake foundation that they built with these karmics. But all the while you were sent to save them, okay? You were sent to save them. You were sent to rescue them, but instead they came against you. They turned against you, so they turned against God. So the story of the foolish emperor, your Aquarius is that foolish emperor, and regrets right now, because not only they've lost you, they don't have access to you. They've lost the best thing that ever happened to them. They realize what they've given up, the fake 10 of cups that they built, realizing, oh my God, I love that. So realizing that you were their 10 of cups. You were, this whole time I'm hearing these feminines promise them wealth, promise them to take them to the next level in their lives. And the whole while they were sucking on your energy, energy vampire that they were, through black magic. Unknowingly to you, what was happening to you when you was going through depression, it was these Jezebels. It was their counterpart, literally robbing you of your energy, in order for them to fool the masculine into thinking that they were the true high priestess, that they were the true divine feminine. Illusions, okay? Harvesting your energy. So you don't think, God or the ancestors was going to bring karma. You don't do that. That's a big no-no in the spiritual world. Again, the demon that they are, the Jezebel that they are, they were after that emperor at all costs. So they had to do anything and everything that they needed to, there you go. But, they did anything that they needed to through witchcraft, by calling on the devil, by signing, demonic contract, blood contract, to bring demonic children into the world and pin them on these masculines, to build covenant, to build principalities that we're down here regulating. We're down here, we're sent down here to destroy, so they can continue into their path of darkness. They've been exposed. You didn't do the work. You didn't do the spiritual work. So these masculines, again, the truth, they are in deep regret. Justice, vengeance is mine in the name of the Lord. You call vengeance, you call justice, and guess what? The ancestors answered. The death spells, now you must go. I'm hearing even the devil, answered, okay? Vengeance is his. What you promised, now you must deliver. And for some of you, the fact that some of you lost children, okay? You were pregnant for your masculine. They made you had a miscarriage. They took a soul, they took a life, in order to replace your child, your I'm hearing your gifted child, your bloodline, with theirs, because they wanted to have the masculine's children. Again, they wanted to win at all costs. So now, Mother, Father, God, call vengeance upon them, giving you your vengeance, giving you the justice that you deserve for everything that has been done to you. So your Aquarius masculine is the foolish emperor. That's their story. Look at that. I said, Father, Mother, God has prepared a table in the presence of all your enemy. Now, blank canvas, they are watching you rise. These karmics, as they befall into poverty, everything, every fate they had wish upon you is now upon them. As you rise, they're falling. We've seen how the mighty has fallen card. This is them. As your enemy falls, as your enemies are falling, you're rising. They are sitting on that table watching you rise, watching the death spells not working, watching you thrive, watching your business rise. Okay, everything that they had spoken over your life is not coming true. And your masculine also, he has to watch that, because he believed the karmics when she told him that you are the one causing all the destructions in his life, causing all the confusion. Wild card, okay? And we have Virgo across the board. Wild card. Okay, blank canvas. And I always said, so with the wild card and the blank canvas card, I'm hearing for some of you again, you are sitting, your enemies are sitting, okay, in your presence. Now they are your footstool in this season. What they were wishing upon you cannot befall you, cannot touch you. With the wild card and blank canvas, okay, you've done the work, because you've obtained that rose, honey, okay? You've obtained that rose through the spiritual warfare, through everything that they threw at you. You move forward into your journey. You are crowned, okay? Your ancestors are proud. So anything that I'm hearing is like it's wish fulfillment season for you. So anything that they were trying to, they caused setback, and it's coming back to you tenfold. it's coming back, and they have to watch that. They have to sit on that table as part of the karma to continue to watch you rise. Anything and everything they've stolen, they build upon you. You and I mean, them and your masculine. Oh baby, they have to watch you obtain it back. Like I said, tenfold. So blank canvas in the wild card, it's wish fulfillment. My guys are telling me it's literal wish fulfillment, and he's watching and regrets of what he's given up. For those of you who had to leave behind your true twin because he failed to heed, he failed to go into the journey with you, he failed to do the work, he failed to follow, to the precepts of the ancestors. He became one of the fallen ones. So now, he wants to take it back. And for some of you, look at that. I love how they have me set that up. Aquarius and a Virgo. So we have Aquarius, and for some of you, again, you're masculine, or perhaps you are the Aquarius. Take that resonate to you. Reverse the energy. And it's like we have Aquarius and Virgo. Masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. I am the God of new beginning. You can't make this up, okay? The Midas touch. The Midas touch. Blank canvas, wild card. Wish fulfillment for you because you've done the work. And your masculine is in regret. For some of them, I'm hearing that, they want to come towards you because they see you are thriving. They see your success. Though they were hoping for your downfall, they see you not falling. They see you are thriving. I'm hearing for some of you, again, because they are stalking you through social media, they're watching you and your person that you are, they're watching your union and regret, and deep regrets, drinking themselves away. I'm hearing for some of them who didn't smoke, they're smoking now, and deep regret of what they've given up. The heartbreak card. Heartbroken over your 10 of cups, okay? Heartbroken over your justice. And then we have looking back. Look at that. And for some, like I said, you can't make it up. In union, we have the union card, okay? We have the 3 of Pentacles. We're just gonna focus on the men and women getting married, standing. It's like they're standing in front of the official. If you guys been watching tarot card, you've seen that in the regular tarot deck. There's a man and woman standing in front of an official. For some of you, you're about to get married. For some of you, you've gotten married with your true counterpart or your high-level soulmate. So they have to watch, okay? They have to watch as judgment for what they've done to you. For what they've done to you. For deciding to follow the devil rather than follow God. For the magic that they've done. So judgment is justice. They're heartbroken, okay? Watching your union, watching you being happy, watching you coming into your 10 of cups, okay? Watching you coming into wish fulfillment. You have the Midas touch. Blank canvas has been given to you. So yes, they have to watch your enemies, their karmics. Not only are they not together, this unholy union has been broken. These masculines will never go back to them, okay? Look at that. You are the key. The weak and the meek throw stones and hide hands. That's the karmics. That's the karmics, baby, okay? That's the freaking karmics, and regrets because the masculine has left them. No matter what, there's no coming back. They are gone. They are leaving. The rewards are greater than the lessons, okay? The rewards are greater than the lesson because you went through your spiritual warfare. You did the work, baby. Okay? You call your justice. You got your rose because you went through the thorns. Okay? You went through the thorns. You went through the spiritual warfare to obtain your rank, to obtain what is yours, to obtain the knowledge that was always yours, to gain everything that was meant to be yours. No matter what they threw stones in high hands. And I'm hearing for this, again, earlier I mentioned that, the karmics, they're still at it. Though they are in their deathbed, they're sending other people to do black magic, to do witchcraft, to take you down. Because if they're going down, and they are going down, they want to take you because they know you are the key. And I'm hearing for some of them, they know you are the key to their forgiveness. I'm hearing you are the key to... For some of them, oh my God. So for some of you, you have the power, okay? Because of your rank, you have the power to determine their faith when they pass. Oh, I love it. Let me just Where's that card? I shuffled these because I didn't want to make the reading too long. I shuffled these off camera as I was shuffling the cards, okay? The two cards that came out, we have Anubis, Hades, okay? That came out at the bottom of the deck. You are the key. You. Okay, it's like so. Okay, so let's kind of take it back so I can actually word it as they're saying it, as they're showing it to me. Some of you, because again you went through a spiritual warfare, okay, you've gained the knowledge because of what they've done to you, because of the things that they exposed you to. You made it to your rank, honey, okay? You have spiritual hierarchy because again you from a certain bloodline, but they didn't know that. When they saw you, they thought you were just an innocent lamb that they can come and harm, because as they've taken many others in past season. I'm hearing they've been doing that. So they've taken lives of many women. They've taken the lives of many masculine through magic. Once they were done sucking them dry, once they broke their foundation, again, they were doing death spells a long time ago before you even came into the picture. But you were the one that put a stop to them. You were their justice. You were their karma. You were their spiritual assassin. That's part of your mission. I'm hearing part of your mission was to destroy that covenant. Part of your mission was to destroy that principalities, and they met the right one. You were the key. You are the key that destroyed that principalities. You are the key, okay? That broke that unholy foundation. You are the key that brought the very death spells that they were calling on you. You had the power. So now you are, because of your hierarchy, okay? You have, okay, so it's like they tell me you are the key that determines where they go after they go through physical death. You have the power to determine whether they, like I'm hearing like which part of the afterlife that they go to. We know Hades, I'm hearing he controlled the abyss. Okay, this is where the worst of the worst soul, this is where the worst of the worst soul goes, okay? To the pit of hell, to the abyss, where you must relive everything that you've done to others in your past lives, and you will join your unholy ancestors who suffer right along with them. And we know Anubis. He is the gatekeeper. Again, the fucking key. Okay, the fucking key. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so with the Anubis card, and it says you are the key. Again, you are descendant of the gods. I'm kidding. So you have as the fate. Oh wow, they're going so deep with this. So I'm hearing as the fate. It's like, they're telling me like if you guys know your mythology, they're showing me the three fate sisters when they stand against a thing, and to determine, like, they're weaving, the ladies of fate, they weaving humanity's fate, like each soul that passed before they get to Anubis. It's like, so the ladies of, oh God, okay, so it's a little confusing. So it's like the three ladies of fate, they weave they weave humanity's fate. They weave the thread. It's like the thread of life. Again, we saw them in their deathbed making confessions. So once they cut that cord, that life is gone. Okay, that life is gone. And once the physical life, the soul has left their body, guess who they go down to? They go to Anubis. Anubis determines their fate. So I'm hearing you have, it's like, for some of you, based on your mission, based on your bloodline and your ancestors, okay, your hierarchy, you do the job. You have the ability to do the job of Anubis. I hear you work side by side with these ancestors, with these Egyptian gods and goddesses, okay? So you have the power to determine where they go. The same fate, Anubis ways before. So the gate, Anubis control the gate of the afterlife. He determines your fate. He determines, are you going up? Are you going down? Are you going left? Or are you going right? Is as you pass from your physical body. He waved the feather. He on a scale. If your soul weighs more than that feather, babe, you going down to guess who you going down to? To Hades. You going down to the abyss. So your soul must weigh the same as the bloody feather to balance the scale. If your spirit, your soul, your deed does not balance with that feather, you go down to Hades, honey, to pay for the karma, to pay for your karma in the afterlife, to suffer. And I mean, for some of them, their faith is to suffer. Those that are not passing fast, their faith is to suffer. They will go through seasons of poverty. They will go through seasons of loveless, having a loveless life, because that's what they wanted for you. Anything and everything that was done, they spoke over your life, your children. They will go through these karmics, these karmic cycles before Anubis come for them, before the three ladies of fate cut the cords onto their life. They will go through hell and back, fated to go through that before they even meet Anubis. And when they do, baby, you are the key that determines, okay? You have the power of Anubis. You are the key that determines where they go. And I'm hearing, because of that, they know, they are clear in realization that you are their fate all along. They're in clear realization who you are. Those that are still alive, those that are fated to suffer through calamities after calamities for what they've done to you. They know they are in clear cognizance. I'm hearing practitioners and divine themselves came down and let them know, okay, once they destroy those towers, once they expose them for who they are, yes, they're in clear realization that they're even in their last days. I'm hearing for some of you, they will hate you, which is even adding to their karma, because they know you at the end. You still determine their fate. Instead of stopping, instead of trying to be good, so you can have mercy upon them, perhaps at the end, no, they're still coming harder at you. They hate you even more because they know their faith lies upon you, upon your words, the words that you speak. I love that, okay? Look at that. Evil done, evil return. And then we have land of milk and honey. They trying to rid you of your stability, baby. You're still heading to the land of milk and honey. With the wild card, look at that. Midas touch, blank canvas, okay? I am the God of new beginning. Ask and you shall receive. You have like 3 wild card, okay? So come on, baby. Where you heading? Certain people you cannot take with you. So they, people are jealous. They're still trying to throw the evil eyes at you. Still trying to throw their hate, but they can't stop you. Every effort that they make, whether it's spiritual work, whether it's the evil eye, whether it's bad spoken energy, nothing shall befall upon you. No weapon form against you, and it's ricocheting against them. So it's like the hate is even added. It's like these people are not stopping with the hate that they have for you, no matter what. So let me put this back. And look at that. We have this card. It says, I'm sorry. Karmic relationship. The void. Cracked open. I said that earlier. Oh my God. I said that earlier. I said some of these people, they have, ooh, I love how they bring me back. Sorry guys. I'm gonna stop. So with the I'm sorry card, like I said earlier, this is them. This is again, the story of the foolish emperor, realizing the story of the foolish Aquarius, the Aquarius Emperor, and realization who he made his covenant with, because divine is dealing with them. They, cracked open. Everything has been exposed with the cracked open. I love that, cracked open. They are in clear realization that they were in a karmic relationship. They are clear in realization that the person that they were with, they made their covenant with, was a fake, was a counterfeit. They know who you are. That's why we have the sorry card in their feelings, asking you, can you guys take it back? For some of you, wanting a second chance. For some of you, if they have physical access to you, they will be at your door. You can expect these people to be at your door begging for your forgiveness, begging for your mercy, begging for you to take them back, because not only are they watching you rise, not only are they watching you thrive, but you've moved on with someone else, and now they are in their feelings. They are in love in their feelings because, hey, For some of them, they were, again, they were your emperor, they were your divine masculine, but you're no longer a you're no longer part of that you're no longer part of that twin flame journey with that person. Now you must go through life alone. You must go through your karma. They are in the void, like I said, losing their mind. The counterpart who did the death spell dying in front of them. They watching them decaying, watching them dying, watching family members dying. Anybody that did work, against you to keep that person, I'm hearing they're seeing all of that right now in plain sight. Other people around them are learning the truth. With the crack open, karmic relationship cracked open, the truth has been revealed. So now they want to take it back. Now they're sorry because you're gone, you've moved forward. Divine remove you from all of that because you don't deserve that. Honey, you have a purpose, okay? You fall into your journey. You are the key. You are the key to heal humanity. You are the key to bring justice to the world, to bring justice to your family, to break, karmic cycles in your family, generational karma in your family. You are the key, for a specific purpose. Divine was not going to allow for these people to keep attacking you and get away with it, calling the dead on you, calling injustice on you and your children, the things that they've done to you. No, Divine was not going to allow that. So your masculine is sitting, watching you. He's among that table. He's amongst your enemies, sitting in that table, watching you rise, watching you have love in your life, watching you have wish fulfillment. The whole time, I'm hearing for some of them, they're telling themselves, I could have had that this whole time. This whole time she was my person. This whole time, like how it's like I'm hearing so many things. It's like this. I have an emperor and deep, reflection. It's like I'm hearing talking there. Some of them, they're talking to themselves because again, they realize who you are. They realize what they've lost. They realize what they no longer have access to. They realize the whole time you were the key. You were the diamond in the rough. You were the true divine. You were the true divine feminine. And the things that be done to you. For some of them, it's even worse. The regret is even worse because of the things that they've done to you. Not just the witchcraft, but I'm hearing the way they treated you even before the karmics, stepped into their life. For some of you, they mistreated you. They weren't there for you. They abandoned you. They abandoned you at your worst moment in life. For some of you, they caused these worst moments in your life. But it was written. It was meant for you to, divine needed to put you through that test because for some of you, part of your journey, your experience in life, your experience in your journey is where your calling lies. The things that these people put you through, this is where you will heal. This is where your collective will be. So you needed to go through that experience with that person in order for you to gain the strength, in order for you to recognize these things, these attacks, this spiritual attack, in order for you to recognize, these I'm hearing adversities, so you can make a difference in your community, so you can make a difference in your family, so you can make a difference in the world, bring changes upon the world. And he worked against you to stop you. He worked against you with his counterpart to destroy your life, to disrupt your journey. Okay, out of narcissism, out of jealousy, out of lies, out of illusion, out of his free will, out of obsession, out of addiction, out of lust, okay, out of the chase for wealth, money, and clout. They were seeking power, so they had to gain it at all costs. And with you, the things that I'm hearing, the things that they were in, you were never you were never a materialistic person. You were never a money chaser. You were never money hungry. So you didn't match their vibration. They didn't see you as a person that they can build with. So that's why they ran to their karmic. That's why they run to their karma. So now you have to pay for your karma. You have to live with the fact that I'm hearing that song. Oh my God, that Jay-Z song. Make the song cry. It's like I'm hearing now I gotta live with the fact that I did you wrong. So this is a masculine. Now they have to live in the regret. This is that foolish Aquarius. Now he has to live with the regret of how he did you wrong. The things that he's done to you. The things that he allowed other people, other feminine, I'm hearing, to come into your life and do to you. The disruption, the hate, the everything that they've done to you. Deep regret. They're sitting in it. They're sitting in reflection. You can't take it back. You can't take it back. You can't take back the past. Once the past is gone, is dead and buried. Once divine called justice, it is justice time. There's no going back. And for some of you, it's them. Again, I'm sorry. Deep regret. Wishing that they can be back in your lives. Wishing that you would give them the time of day, but you're no longer that person. Okay, they're in realization. Okay, not only they were in a karmic cycle, in a karmic season of their life, a season that they made a vacation. Okay, a staycation that they turned into a vacation into their lives. Okay, they're sorry because now they're sitting in the void. They sitting in their destructions. They sitting in the nothingness. Because divine destroyed everything that they built against you, bringing it back to you. They realize now that foolish emperor is realizing, because he's been cracked open with the truth, with the Tower moment, he's realizing that you are. You told him you were an empath, but he didn't believe you. He thought you were practicing witchcraft, like his Jezebel, like his karmic. You told him what? You were a prophetess, a light worker. This card says messenger, okay? You told him who you were. Who told them? You told them who you are, but they didn't believe you. They believed the karmic that told them, you were the one bringing karma upon his life. You were the one bringing the destructions. Okay, realizing again, you're a messenger. You answer to the call. This is the call card. Okay, you guys can't really see that. It says called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You've stepped up. You step into your journey. You left these people behind. You left that foolish emperor behind. You're a messenger, baby. You're a prophetess. You're here to deliver a message to the world. And these people, they were trying to stop you. This karmic were trying to stop you because of a masculine. Because of something that was not meant for them. Because they wanted to come against God. Because they thought they could play God. They had that false God complex about them. So now, look at that, child of the cosmos on a double mission. Like I said earlier, for some of you, you have a mission in life. Your experience determines your purpose. Your experiences in life, the things, the calamities, the adversities, that you went through, is where your purpose lies. Is where your journey lies. So you fall into you fall into your purpose. And again, with the double mission card, I'm hearing for some of you. Yes, you had a mission to humanity, but that other mission, oh my God. So okay, with the double mission card, they told me it's like with the double, oh shit, with the messenger. Sorry, YouTube. So with the messenger, oh, I love it. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, so I always trying to depict the story, what they're telling me. I always trying to play it. I always trying to show it to you with the cards so you guys can get a better understanding. So like with the double mission card, for some of you, together with your masculine, you had a mission to humanity. You were on a mission to humanity, for humanity. And, your first mission was actually... The foolish emperor was actually your masculine. Earlier I said for some of you were meant to awaken before your masculine so you can guide them. So that person was your mission. That's why some of you were awakened before they were, and you were trying to enlighten them. Again, I said I always tell people many times, God comes to you in many ways. You were the one, you were the messenger. God sent to put that call upon them, to enlighten them, but instead they chose not to. So for some of you, you accomplished that mission, because for some of you, your masculines, that your divine counterpart, your emperor, didn't play the foolish, he didn't play the foolish card. He answered to the call. So for some of you, you save your masculine, but these are for the masculine that decided to become a fallen one. Okay, so your mission was to save that person. So each and every single time I'm hearing you went to that person, you warned them. Again, you were fulfilling your mission, because you were the awakened one. You were the awakened twin. Your mission, your purpose was that masculine, because you were the messenger that God sent to him. Oh Jesus, I posted out on my IG a couple of days, I think a week ago. I said, we are in the season now that some of you are realizing that God came knocking at your door, but you turned him down. God came knocking many times, but you turned them down. Okay, the person that you deemed to be your enemies, it was God knocking on your door, putting a call onto you, but they chose not to answer. So now they are in the realization that everything that you've told them, cracked open, called, empathic, saucy messenger that you are, you fulfill your mission. So now you fulfill your mission with that masculine, because you told them, you foretold them, you forewarned them. They chose not to heed. So now they are the foolish masculine. They are the foolish empress. With the I'm sorry card, okay? You were meant, look at that, your mission, oh, I love it. Your mission was to save them from this karmic relationship, from the karmic relationships that they were about to entangle themselves with, that they got entangled with. Again, you were their saviors. Now they realize who you were. Now they realize what you were trying to do the whole time. When they came against you, you were trying to save their lives, but instead they turned against you, baby. So now they're sorry. They're sitting in the void. They're sorry. Huh. Exactly. I love that. Oh my God. Okay, so shoot. I'm really trying to okay. So all right. I have the golden children and a new earth. So for some of you, again, with the double, double mission, golden children, and a new earth. So for some of you, I'm hearing, their counterpart, these karmics, they knew that once you and your masculine come together, that divine union will create divine children, okay? New breed of enlightened children, okay? I'm hearing it's like these children will be born with the soul of old masters, the soul of the ancestors, okay? To create a new earth, to create a new generation, a new breed of humans, okay? These children will be, I'm hearing the it's not the mercy of humanity. It's what's the word that I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. It's like new age, but redemption. So these new breed of children will be the redemption of humanity, from sin, again, to unite heaven and hell, to unite heaven and earth together, to put an end to all this darkness, okay? Children of the light that you are. So they knew all along. That's why they tried so hard to end your union with the masculine. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up because we're like an hour and 31 minutes. I'm trying to make it quick because, like, literally, look at that. So right now I have all the elements. I have air element that came out on top, that Aquarius, earth element for Virgo, fire element, and water element. So we have all the signs, on board, going through their emotions. And earlier I said, for some of you, you've moved on, you've moved on with someone else. You paired up with your true counterpart. You no longer desire, and divine no longer desire or will allow for these people to come towards you. So because you paired up with your masculine, and for some of them, this is, again, War of the Roses, the masculine going toe to toe in the spirit world. For some of you who are not yet in union, I'm hearing trying to stop them from coming towards you and offering you the Ten of Cups, offering you, the happiness and the life that divine has set together or has rewritten, for you and that person. So they are fighting these people again. Now they've resulted into the same thing their karmics were doing to you in past season, trying to come against you and break your union. And for some of you that are in union, so I'm going to derail a little bit. Look at that. You can't make it up. Both cards, okay? It shows two masculine going at it. If it's not in the physical world, it will be in the spiritual world, trying to stop, your true counterpart or the replacement counterpart to come towards you and offer you the life that you want. So, I told you guys that, yes, I haven't posted in 2 months, and the reason being, again, we are in spiritual warfare season, and I am in union with my counterpart, and I can, I speak of this because I have been going through these psychic attacks. He's, I had to fight because I know my karmic twin, my now karmic twin, has resulted into doing the same thing that his karmic was, our karmic was doing to us, trying to step into my union, trying to break my relationship, like throwing arrows. Literally, I had to keep fighting through illusions, through things, through bad energy being thrown into our union, into our relationship. I find myself at times just, being upset and having doubts about my union. So I'm speaking of this because as I went through it, I had to work hard through, to achieve discernment, to see, as a seer and as a medium, when we don't stay on guard, it's easy for us to fall into psychic attack by these karmics, by these past people that are losing their shit right now. So I had to fight through that because literally, what he was doing, the attack that he was sending, like he was making it seem like that person was not my true person, that person was against me, that my twin was not my twin, that my twin was against me. So I was picking fight, like getting into petty arguments with him. But you know what God set together, no man can break. I call on my guardians, I call on my guides, to give me discernment. I pray to the Holy Spirit, I pray to my people. They will give you clarity. Lord Michael, okay? That's my dude right there. I call upon them. Ask. We've seen the card that came out earlier. It says, ask and you shall receive. So I am in my union with my twin, with my counterpart. And my past person hates it. Okay? In union. You can't break that. So they are doing anything and everything I'm hearing to break you two apart, to break your union. So for some of you, again, like I said, because they have me mention that, I usually don't like putting my business out there, putting my energy into the reading. But perhaps for some of you who are in union with your counterpart, with your true counterpart, whether it's your true twin or your high level soulmate, this is a warning to be careful. Keep your guards up. These karmics, these past karmics, that they're doing the same thing their past counterpart is doing, trying to break your union. So if you find yourself doubting, the person that has entered your life or is entering your life, ask for discernment. Be able to have discernment, because it's these people throwing arrows, throwing shades. Where's the card? Remember, the meek throw stones and hide hands. That's what they're doing. Look at that. The meek throw stones and hide hands. For some of you, because they can't come towards you, they don't know where you at. The only thing that they can do, as the awakened masculine, as the awakened foolish emperor that they are, the only thing they can do is throw bad energy at you, at your union, trying to break you apart, thinking that by breaking you apart, as if they could try, they will have a chance. The foolish emperor, that they will have a chance with you. Because again, for some of you, you are now their saving grace. You are the person that can save them. So they no longer have access to your energy. So they're seeking your energy. I'm hearing for some, they're seeking your approval. They because that's for the ones who left behind their true twin, that are now replaced or being replaced with a high level soulmate. They realize what they can have but can no longer have. Your energy, the cord has been cut, so they no longer have access to your energy, to suck on your energy. Okay, so they're sick and broken. That's Mary Magdalene, okay? The apostle of to the apostles, with the messenger card. They're realizing who you are. You told them that you are the divine feminine. So now they're realizing who you are. They know who you are now. The regret is deep. The story of the foolish empress, of the foolish emperor, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Again, you've embraced your journey. We have goddess Saraswati, okay? That's the Indian goddess. You are deeply connected to the ancestors. Deeply connected to the ancestors. You are everything that you say that you are. You speak the truth because the messenger that you are, they know who you are now. They know who you are now, so they are in deep regret over their loss, over what they've given up. I'm hearing over the things that they've done to you, because for some of them they don't have. Oh, look at that. Oh snap, I love that. The same card. You guys saw me shuffle the deck. I pulled these cards before I shuffled the deck. They were upward. Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly in everything I create. Goddess Inanna, the queen of heaven. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. I shuffled the card and it came out in reverse. These are the feminines. These, again, exposed. They're seeing them for who they truly are. Again, they were pretending to be divine. They were pretending to be from God, from the light. But that has been shown it's not so in the season. So your masculine, the foolish emperor, he knows that the person that he married was a karmic. The person that he entangled himself with was a karmic. They're not the goddess of knowledge. Again, they're not the fake high priestess. The counterfeit, okay? And realization, so now they want to take it back. They want to bring back their toxicity your ways. The prophetess of true power that you are, okay? You speak the word of truth. You speak the word of the ancestors. You are the voice of God. You are the voice of the ancestors. Messenger that you are. Your truth, your justice is being given, I'm hearing. So there will be I'm hearing there will be a regret for a very long time. So I'm guided to pull this this deck. Okay, so this is from the Whispers of Love. I am closing. I'm closing. Well, we're closing the reading with this deck. Actually, I should have pulled spend some time together. Again, this is some of them wishing and hoping that they can see you. I'm hearing to spend some time with you, trying to get your attention, wishing that they have access to you. Wishing that they have access to you in order to feel better. Love endures. So with the love endures card, so it says love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstand every situation. So this is two scenarios. I'm getting two messages. So for some of you with the love endures, it is for those of you who are meant to come back with your twin, with your true twin. Those who have done the work. Those again who answered to the call and took heed to to the creator's message, to the creator's warning. So you are due to come back. So yes, some of them, because the foolish emperor that they've been in the past, losing everything. And I'm hearing for some of them, again, they had to, the ancestors had to break the unholy marriages, the unholy covenant that they've created, unholy foundation that they were made to create with these karmics. And these are for the masculines that did not, get themselves entangled into darkness, that did not follow their karmics into doing work against you, into doing witchcraft against you. So they are in the season of loss, because again, Tower moments, truth, they've been cracked open, truth is revealed. These foundations are no longer dead and gone. They are dead and gone. So I'm hearing they are battling, they're going through court situations, and their counterpart is making it very hard for them to leave out of the marriage. They're fighting in divorce court. They're fighting to take everything. And for some of them earlier, I was going through my cards. I was clearing out my cards. I saged them and I shuffled. It was amazing. In 3 decks, I had the death card that came out, the lover's card came out, and on 2 other decks, one of them says awaiting results, and the other one showed a pregnant woman. So again, for some of them, going through that separation, the divorce, we see these women trying to pin children on them. They're waiting for a blood test, to be finalized, for results of these blood tests to be finalized, so they can cut cord finally with these women, because some of them, they are using children, they are using pregnancy, out of the blue pregnancies on this masculine, to stagnate them, to keep them from moving forward, to keep fighting in divorce court, to prolong the process, I'm hearing. So they're asking you, and divine is asking you to be patient. It says love endures, and and these masculines, they are coming to you broken, I'm hearing, because of the things that took place, because of the truth that has been revealed to them. They are coming to you broken. So, and I'm hearing with the love endure, it's a test of your love. It's a test of your union. It's to see if your union can withstand. So now, it's like you made it through the separation. Now you entering union. So this is like a final test for some of you in your journey with your masculine, to see if you have healed, or if your masculine has fully healed, and if this union is I'm hearing like is able to be reconciled, to be revived, or whatever. So it's a test to see if true love really endures, because we know twin flame is really about true love, the purest of love, the love of God, the love of self. Having the love of God is having true love for thyself, is knowing thyself. So it's embracing both your dark and your light side. It's being able to operate under the energy of duality. Is being able to operate under both darkness and light, and still be able to use your free will, and to choose the right path to divinity, to Christ, back to the ancestors. And and then the second portion of this, it says love does not give up or lose faith. So for some of you who are in union with a new person, you are getting to know that person. And yes, your past masculine, that foolish emperor, has been throwing salt in your relationship, resulted into witchcraft. It's also a test of of your union. So it's asking you to not give up on that person, to not give up on the union, to recognize this is your true person, that you have been paired up with. So you must withstand the test of, I'm hearing, the test of time, the test of your love. So it's a testing cycle for both sides. The masculine that have not yet come in, and for those of you who have been paired with your true counterpart, or your high level soulmate, and facing difficulties of the new relationship, or I'm hearing, it's the word that I'm looking for, like, it's not accepting, but it's bonding. Yeah, there you go, bonding, the relationship. I think I'm saying the wrong word, but you guys get the idea. And then it says, you are limitless, baby. You can do anything you choose with a blank canvas card. This is a message from the deck is called Whispers of Love. So this is a message of love from the spirit. You are timeless. You are the key. You are a starseed. It's your time to shine. For those of you who may think you are running out of time because this karmic stagnated you on your mission. I'm hearing you haven't lost the touch. You are the key, baby. Okay, you are timeless. Anytime, like time for you, time is linear. So anytime you start, stagnation is not going to stop you. Okay, you are freaking timeless. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So with that card, I'm hearing this is the Emperor, and reminiscent of your relationship together. Again, now they are sorrowful. Now they are in regrets. Now they are sorry because they know the truth about who you are, who you were to them. So it's like they're reliving the time that you guys had together. That's pretty sad and pathetic, if you ask me. But it's whatever. Look at that. I split the card. It says the union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. So this is definitely for my twins. This is for both spectrum. These are for the masculines, your two twins that are coming in, that are on their way, that done the work, that has been forgiven, by the ancestors, by divine, for their ill will towards you, towards the union, or for their disobedience, I'm hearing, against the divine. You guys are coming together. It's the twin flame story it's a love story that defies it defies the norm. It's the test of hearts. It's the test of strength. It's the test of whom you are as a person and as a soul. Because twin flame journey is not easy. It tests you. You go through the worst of the worst. It's a test of love, and it's not just for your masculine and yourself. It's a test of love. I'm hearing your love for divine, your love for God. That's what the twin flame journey is. Your love for God is your love for yourself. So, you know, it defies explanation. Oh my God. So one last message on this card I'm hearing. So for some of you who are in union with your new person, so it's like that union is so beautiful. It's like you just like it's like words cannot compare to describe the relationship you have with that person, or the relationship you can have or you are building with that person. Again, it's a twin flame. It's a twin flame love. It's your counterpart, like attract like. It's your yen. It's the yen to your yang, okay? So it's your soulmate. It's the other half of your soul. Beautiful union. Okay? I can tell you it's a beautiful connection. When you find your true person, your true soulmate, your true counterpart, and someone that loves and accepts you for who you are. It takes you with the good and the bad, accepts you for who you are and what you are, and gives you unconditional love because you recognize unconditional love within yourself. You are able to give yourself that when you're masculine. When that foolish emperor left you behind broken, left you in the dust, left you for the karmic, and worked together with the karmic, left you broken. Okay, for some of you close to death, I'm hearing. Okay, you find that love. Look at that. It says love who you are. You find that love, that self-love, the God love within you. You are able to give yourself that love. And it says demonstrate love. So this is for you who are in union, and this is for those who are coming into union. Speak love, speak positivity into your union with that person. Okay, and with the song, take it back to the way it was. It's the season for union. It's the season for reconnection. It's the season for the twin and the high-level soulmate to come together and fulfill their purpose to humanity. And look, we have patience. So this is for your masculine. This is oh God, the message is funny. So this is for the masculines that are coming in, that are being stagnated through court proceedings or whatnot, through these karmics, trying to stagnate them, doing, witchcraft, still trying to bind them. They're asking you to be a little patient, and divine is asking you to be a little patient. And for others, I'm hearing it's like have patience in general. Perhaps you thinking your ships are not coming in, you thinking your blessings are not coming in, you are not blocked. Okay, everything is divine timing. So whatever you're seeking, whatever you ask, ask and we shall receive, and you shall receive. We saw that card. So be patient. Your wild card, your wild moments, the best moments of your lives is coming. So just be patient, okay? Just be patient. And we have forgiveness. Forgiveness and have faith. So I am going to close the reading because we are 1 hour and 52 minutes. So take it back, bring forgiveness, forgive the person, forgive yourselves, practice forgiveness in your lives. That's too much. Practice forgiveness in your lives and towards others who have done you wrong. Again, bring that God love that you have within you, and have faith that all your dreams, everything that you ask for is coming. Forgive those who trespass against you. Okay? That's how the ancestors and God would want it. You are a being of light. You are a being of love. So practice love and bring love into every situation. Hell, send love to your enemies, especially those who are in their dying bed. You remember, you are the key that determine their destiny in the afterlife. So look not for what others have done to you in the past. Just be that being of love, that being of light that you are sent down here to do. You are a child of God, a child of the cosmos. You are a light worker. You are a healer. So heal your heart. For those of you, perhaps you are holding some resentment at the fact that we are in union season and union is fast approaching. Perhaps you need to dig a little deeper, for the masculines that are due to come back into your life. And even if you don't accept that person back, I'm hearing still, bring forgiveness and closure into the situation. So again, you are a being of love, a being of light. Your mission is to spread love to humanity, and that spreading love And that goes for spreading love to your karmics, to the people that has done you wrong, and your past, anyone that has trespassed against you, forgive them. Okay, it is not the will of the Father. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. Vengeance is never ours. Justice is never ours. Judgment is never ours. We can call judgment. We can call for justice. Okay? We can call for vengeance, but let it be delivered by the Father. Let it be delivered by the ancestors. Do not bring karma. Do not bring sin into your life. You are here to break generational curse. You are here to break cycles of karma into your bloodline, into your family, into the next generation of the world. So let's do right by the ancestors. And I always like to say at the end of every reading, I don't know you guys, but I love you, because I'm part of the collectives. I'm a being of love. I'm a being of God. I'm a child of God, as you are also. So bring forgiveness unto yourself, forgiveness unto others, and bring love. Love is the answer to everything. Let's learn to love ourselves first, so we can give love. Let's learn to love ourselves first, so we can recognize love. That goes for you, for you collectives that are coming into union, that are in union. If you are having difficulties, so that's a closing message. If you are having difficulties, loving the person that's coming towards you, whether it's your past, it's your healed twin masculine, your emperor. If you don't love yourself, the relationship will not work. So if you're having difficulties recognizing love that's been given to you by your new person, that's a trigger. You need to open your heart to love. You need to do some heart chakra healing. Call upon Archangel Raphael, and call upon your ancestors. Call upon the Holy Spirit to bring healing onto that areas of your heart that's not healed yet, in order for you to give love first to yourself, and give love to the world, and to humanity, and bring healing to yourself, humanity, and as well as that masculine that's coming back, that broken emperor that's coming back into your life. And again, remember, you're on a double mission. Your mission was to save him, to save them, and your mission is also to heal that person once they come back to you, in the broken state that they are. So take it back, my beautiful soul. Take it back. For those that divine says, take it back. So slow down, reflect, practice forgiveness, practice self-love, practice love, and give love. And for those of you who are with your true counterpart, with your twin masculine, with your high-level soulmate, love that person, cherish that relationship, because that is a relationship that defies every explanation. It's divine, it's divinity, it's from God. God, the creator is something that is inexplainable. Okay, so good night, good morning, my beautiful collectives. I wish you guys well. I bring health. I speak health. I speak wealth. I speak stability. I speak peace, and I speak love over your lives, over your loved ones. That's it. I don't know you, but I love you. So, peace out.